Hello, good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, let's start our next topic of the chapter Human Health and Disease. And today we are going to start our new topic, that is immune system. Students, like you have studied, there are different types of systems in our body. Like circulatory system is a system that is associated with blood and transportation, along with some organs like heart, arteries, veins, and like that. If we talk about respiratory system, that includes lungs and air tube and windpipe or trachea, you can say. If we talk about digestive system, it includes various digestive glands and their secretions. And in excretory system, you have studied about kidney and different types of excretory organs in different animals. So today we are going to start a new system, that is immune system. That is very important topic for CBSE as well as for NEET. So let's start. What is immune system? The system of our body that prevent us from disease, that helps to prevent or to give the power to fight against disease, that is called immune system. Alright, so that power is called immunity. What is immunity? It is the ability of our body to fight against disease. Alright, to fight against disease. This power of our body, this is called immunity. This immunity, if it is present by birth, this is called innate immunity. If it is acquired during the lifetime, that is called acquired immunity. Alright. If we talk about innate immunity, innate immunity is by birth. Alright. Maybe in the form of physical barriers, physiological barriers, cytological barriers, etc. Alright. So, if we talk about physical barriers, that may be our skin. Alright. Number of microbes are present in our air, but not are entering inside our body. So, our skin will help act as a physical barrier that prevents the entry of these physical barriers, prevents the entry of microbes, harmful microbes, you can say, inside the body. Alright, students. So it may be our skin, and if you talk about inside our body, that may be in respiratory system, you can say, and in gut region, you can say. So these are mucous membranes. Alright, students. So this skin, mucous membrane, or hair present in our nose, or hair are also present on our skin. And if we talk about mucus is present in our nose also. So basically all these are physical barriers. If we talk about physiological barrier, so that is temperature of our body. Whenever our body is infected with the help of microbe, you can say, the temperature of our body rises, that you call as fever. And in our mouth, saliva is there in our mouth, that contains an enzyme, lysozyme. Alright, lysozyme, that breaks the cell wall of bacteria and prevents the entry of bacteria inside the body. In saliva, one antibody is also there, that is called IgA. This is present in all our body secretions. Present in all body secretions like saliva, tears, sweat, mucus, etc. Alright. So all our you can say body secretion that contains a special enzyme, that is lysozyme, and the secretory antibody, that is IgA. Antibody, anti means against, body means that fight against the other living organisms. All right, microorganisms specifically you can say. So this temperature, and HCl is present in our stomach. You all know that hydrochloric acid, that is a very having a very low pH 2 to 2.5, that is present in our stomach, that also helps in digestion and activation of many enzymes. Along with that, it helps to kill the harmful bacteria that is you can say we have ingested with the along with our contaminated food, or our whatever eatables we are taking, that may have some microbes in that. Even sometimes our hands are also not clean. Some people don't have the habit of washing their hands, so microbes may enter through any way. So whatever is the source, this physiological barriers will help to kill the bacteria if the bacteria or other harmful microbes enter in our body. If we talk about cytological barrier, so in our cells there are types. In our you can say or cells, there are in our cell different types of you can say preventing cells are also present, not in specifically in our cells, in our tissue you can say. Like blood is also a fluid connective tissue that have WBC, that have blood have which type of cells? WBC. These are white blood cells. These white blood cells plays a very important role to fight against disease, to stop the you can say growth of various microbes. And this WBC specifically, if we talk about WBC, this is of two main types. That is, these may be granulocytes and agranulocytes. Alright. These granulocytes, they have granules in them, like different types of cells: neutrophils, eosinophil, and basophils. So these are different types of granulocytes that are present in our blood. That are the type of WBC. These are, if we talk about neutrophils, they specifically have this granules like structure in them. And this specifically, if we talk about neutrophils, that have a multi-lobed nucleus. That's why this is also called polymorphonuclear WBC. This neutrophil specifically called soldiers of our body. Why they are called soldiers of our body? Students, whenever we have any you can say allergy, or you can say any disease, or you can say entry of any harmful microbes in our body, so the number of these neutrophil increase in our blood. Whenever we go for DLC, that is differential leukocyte count, or you can say with the help of blood test, we can also differentiate which type of cells. See, when we are going when we are having a infection, and doctor said us to go for this blood test, and we are going for DLC. This is DLC, differential leukocyte count. If you go for this differential leukocyte count, this will give the idea of what type of cells specifically present in our body. So this neutrophils, these are specifically 70% of our WBC. So its number increases in case of any infection. And if we talk about eosinophils, they play a very important role in parasitic infection. See, if a person have parasitic infection, like some have the infection of Taenia solum in their, you can say, body, or many other liver fluke like that. Other parasites also there in endoparasite I am specifically talking. So in that case, eosinophil, the number of eosinophil will increase. If our body is going through any allergy, so at the time of allergy, the number of basophil increase. So they are important for allergic reactions. Alright, so you can see how different types of cells, different types of WBC reacts differently in different you can say types of infection. If we talk about agranulocyte, those specifically it contains monocytes and macrophages. Alright, these are simple circular with a large nucleus, these monocytes, and these macrophages, they may have a irregular structure, and that specifically engulf engulfs bacteria. Alright, that engulfs the bacteria, and they are also called tissue macrophages. Tissue, they are specifically present in tissues. These monocytes, they are called wandering cells, or bonding means they are fluid, they go along with fluidity of the blood, or you can say they can move, but these macrophages, they are specifically present in tissue. They are called tissue macrophages. For example, I will give you one example of macrophages that is specifically present in a liver cell, that are called Kupffer cells. Kupffer cell, very very important for competition. Kupffer cells, these are specifically present in liver, and that helps to cure the infection that occur in liver. So in this way you can see how WBC are very important in our immune system. So all this come into our cytological barrier. So students, we have done physical barrier, that includes skin, that include mucous membrane, or you can say that are present in. So we have discussed physical barriers, then we have discussed physiological barriers, then we have discussed cytological barrier, and next we are coming to cytokines or barriers, you can say. So what are these cytokines specifically? If we are taking one examples of interferons, very very important for CBSE as well as for NEET. What are interferons? These are some chemical substances that are released by virus infected cell, or you can say viral infected cell, that actually gives idea, or you can say, or that helps to prevent other cells, other neighboring cells from the infection. So it is a type of communication between cell, you can say it is a type of communication cable signal of the cells, you can say. So these interferons are chemical substances released, or you can say secreted by viral infected, virus infected cells. These are called interferons. Alright. So these are type of cytokine barrier. So students, we have discussed this innate immunity in detail. If we talk about acquired immunity, acquired as the name itself suggests, acquired immunity, that is actually a type of immunity that we have gained in our lifetime, acquired in our lifetime. Like if a person have chicken pox, right? If a person have chicken pox in their lifetime, so they will the chicken pox usually doesn't occur for the second time in the, so the body have memory actually, so that is a type of immunity that is called acquired immunity. So students, I think you have a good idea of what is immune system, and what type of topics we are going to do in this chapter. Sometime our immune system, you can say, work against our body itself. That type of you can say a situation, and that type of state of our body is called autoimmunity. Alright. In this case, the immune system of our body reacts against our own body, like rheumatoid arthritis, in which the cells of our body start attacking the cells of our own body, and that goes for joint pain, you can say. Alright. So in our next lecture we will do other types of immunity, like passive immunity, and you can say active immunity, like that. Whatever the immunity that is passively come in our body, like acquired immunity, if we talk about, if we are suffering from a disease, and after some time we will get immune to that disease for the second time, that is called passive immunity. Right. But if a person is taking ready-made form of antibodies before the occurrence of infection, that type of immunity is called active immunity. So we will do different types of immunity next time, and different type of organs, lymphoid organs specifically, that are involved in this immune system. Secondly, I want to say we will discuss important tissue fluid that is also called middleman of the body, that is lymph, that roles important role in this immune system. Like in our blood, WBC is there. Similarly, in case of lymph, number of WBC is more. Alright. So, read the topic of immune system. We will do this topic in detail in our next lecture. Thank you, students.